This may seem odd, but imagine a world where four forces act seamlessly as one. That's the power of netcentric warfare. One Navy, one Air Force, one Marines, one Army, one force. Northrop Grumman, defining the future.
From the Watergate Building in Washington, this is Hotline TV. Now here are Hotline editors Chuck Todd and John Mercurio.
Welcome to Hotline TV. I'm Jonathan Martin.
Welcome, Jonathan Martin. I'm Chuck Todd. Tomorrow marks the last Tuesday of the primary year. Biggest race, the Democratic nomination for Massachusetts governor. Jonathan, you've been our man on MassGov. You've met every single one of these cats except for one, I think.
Right.
The one who's dead last in the poll, so who cares? Three candidates have a legitimate shot at this nomination now, or two?
You know, I think Chris Gabrielli, who is one of the top two candidates, wants you to think that it's just down to he and Deval Patrick, and it probably is. Tom Riley was the early front runner. He's the longtime AG there. He's sort of a Beacon Hill establishment type figure. And he's now sort of faded back in the polls, and really it's Deval Patrick and Chris Gabrielli at this point who are really vying for the nomination.
And what's up with this Kerry Healy thing? Why did Kerry Healy go negative on Gabrielli? Right. I mean, this is like some weird jujitsu here.
So Kerry Healy, it's sort of been known up there among the insider crowd in Boston that she wants to face Deval Patrick. That's her preferred candidate. They think that they can peg him as liberal.
Blatant race play, too?
There's sort of the race element there, but the sort of code is liberal at least. And so they want to face Patrick. Gabrielli is daunting to them for two reasons. One of them being he tacks more to the middle. He's more of a moderate. But secondly, and more importantly, he is a self-funder with loads of money.
Loads of money. If Tom Riley, I've got this theory that says if Tom Riley, anything over, the farther he gets over 20% in the primary, the more likely Patrick's a nominee. If he's the closer to 20 that he is, the sort of 20, if he's in that 19 to 22 range,
right,
Chris Gabrielli's having a good night.
Yeah, the comparison is sort of what Tom Birmingham had in 02 when he ran, and which is about 20%, a little bit less perhaps, and it's really just limited to the sort of Boston labor crowd, sort of
watch Menino's machine jump from Riley at the last minute to Gabrielli.
Chuck, after the primary, the winner faces the state's LG, Kerry Healy, who we were just talking about. What are the odds that this primary simply becomes a coronation and Healy falls flat in November?
I think it's very likely. I think it doesn't matter. I think that she is not that good of a candidate. She's not Mitt Romney. She's not Bill Weld. She's not even Paul Cellucci, right, and he was sort of the weakest of those three. Gabrielli smokes her, too. But I actually think even Deval Patrick, I mean, he's coming out of this primary relatively unscathed. It's a change environment.
Right.
Christy Meals is going to pull just enough. It'll be a closer,
maybe 4 or 5%,
perception-wise, a closer race against Patrick. But I think it doesn't matter. I think that finally, in fact, if they don't, then it's time to bring back the Duke, because maybe Dukasis is the only guy that can win.
Right. If they can't win up there under
these circumstances,
this environment, after 20 years, then they can't win ever. That's the bottom line.
John Martin, thanks for guest hosting.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Jay Mercurio.
Go Bo Sox.
All right, on that note, we're getting out of here. Tune in tomorrow and every day. And don't forget to sign up for those email alerts on HotlineTV.net. You can watch us on election.nationaljournal.com, politics.msnbc.com.
Everywhere.
Pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. Until tomorrow, I'm Jonathan Martin.
And I'll be Chuck Todd. We'll see you next time on Hotline TV.